After years of silence, Song Joong-ki breaks silence for the first time about his wife and song Hye Kyo. What was he hiding all this time? And why now? The world has been waiting, with bated breath, wild speculation, and unanswered questions. For years, Song Joong-ki remained silent, untouched by rumors and immune to headlines. But now, the silence has shattered, in a move no one saw coming. He finally opens up about two women who shaped his past and present, his wife, and song Hye Kyo. Join red carpet revealed as we uncover the emotional truth behind the actor's long-awaited confession. I wasn't planning to say anything, but silence started to feel more like a lie. With these words, Song Joong-ki, one of South Korea's most enigmatic stars, finally tore down the wall of mystery that had surrounded his personal life for years. What followed wasn't just a confession. It was a storm, a spotlight that burned too bright. The world first fell in love with the golden couple of Song Joong-ki and Song Hye Kyo during Descendants of the Sun. A drama that blurred the line between fiction and reality. Their chemistry on-screen turned into a whirlwind romance. Then a fairy tale wedding. But the ending wasn't scripted. In 2019, the couple announced their divorce, stunning fans worldwide. And then, silence. While tabloids speculated endlessly, Joong-ki said nothing. Not a word about the breakup. Not a word about his emotional wounds. Not a hint of bitterness. It was as if he had vanished behind a carefully constructed curtain of professionalism. But behind the curtain, something else was happening. A new beginning. A new mystery. In 2023, the actor quietly remarried a British woman, Katie Louise Saunders, and the couple welcomed their first child shortly after. Many assumed this marked a new chapter in his life, one that would remain completely private. But just weeks ago, at a press conference for an upcoming film in Seoul, everything changed. The atmosphere was electric, flashes from cameras, reporters shifting in their seats, waiting for the usual safe answers. And then, it happened. "I know I've been silent for a long time," he said, adjusting his collar. His voice was calm, but his eyes carried a weight that words couldn't. It wasn't out of indifference. It was out of respect, for her. And for myself. The room froze. No one needed him to say the name. Everyone knew. Song Hye Kyo. The moment that changed everything. Joong-ki continued, his voice steady but strained. "I was angry. Not at her. At everything. At the fact that two people could be so loved by millions. And yet so lost when the lights went off." He paused. Silence. Then, "People wanted a villain. Some wanted me to be the one. Some wanted her to be the one. But the truth is simpler, and sadder. We were tired. We were lonely in ways that fame only makes worse." A gasp rippled through the crowd. This wasn't a PR statement. This was something raw. But then, the tension sharpened. "What hurt the most," he added, "wasn't the divorce. It was the idea that people believed I'd moved on too fast. That I didn't feel the gravity of what ended." A journalist dared to ask, "Are you saying you still care about her?" He didn't flinch. "I will always care. That's not betrayal to my wife now. That's just the truth." Until this moment, Joong-ki's current wife, Katie, had been a figure in the background, admired, respected, but never discussed. When asked if she knew what he was going to say, Joong-ki smiled faintly. "She was the one who told me to say it." That single sentence flipped the room upside down. He continued, "She said, you don't have to erase your past to love your present. But you do have to stop pretending it never happened." The audience didn't know whether to applaud or remain in stunned silence. A letter, hidden for years. As the press conference wound down, Joong-ki reached into his coat pocket. "There's something else," he said. "I've kept this too long." He unfolded a letter, one never sent. It was addressed to Song Hye Kyo. "If we ever meet again, I hope we'll smile, not because it didn't hurt, but because we made it through." A deep silence fell over the room. No more questions. No more cameras flashing. Just breathless stillness. Today, Joong-ki is no longer the face of every poster, nor the centerpiece of every K-drama conversation. But behind the scenes, something far more personal and powerful is unfolding. Over the past 2 years, insiders have whispered of surprising rejections, top-tier scripts, A-list collaborations, even international productions. He turned down a Netflix lead role worth over $3 million United States dollars. Said one casting manager who requested anonymity. We thought it was a scheduling issue. Later, we found out, he just wanted to be home. The home in question? A quiet residence in Rome, Italy, where Song Joong-ki now lives with his British wife, Katie Louise Saunders, and their newborn child. It's a far cry from red carpets and Seoul's buzzing film sets. And that's exactly the point. I don't want to be famous. I want to be present. At a closed-door film industry event earlier this year, one veteran director shared an encounter that left the room silent. Joong-ki told me, "I don't want to be in films my child can't watch when they grow up. I want to play men who are flawed. Yes, but decent. People my son can be proud of." It was a rare glimpse into the actor's evolving philosophy, not just about art, but about legacy. It's not that he's done with acting. It's that he's done acting without meaning. A hidden script and an unexpected plan. Now, a new rumor has begun to circulate, one that could signal a radical shift in Joong-ki's career. He's writing his own film. Not just any film, a semi-autobiographical story inspired by his own rise to fame, the collapse of his first marriage, the intense scrutiny of public life, and the quiet redemption he found in love and fatherhood. A friend close to the actor revealed. He's been writing late into the night, sometimes until 3 or 4 a.m. It's not a polished screenplay yet, he calls it, just pages of truth. But it's deeply personal. Some of the scenes are so raw. He says even his wife cried when she read them. According to the same source, the story blends fact with fiction. A Korean actor at the height of his career who vanishes from the public eye after a personal scandal, only to re-emerge years later, not seeking attention, but peace. Hollywood called. He didn't answer. What's perhaps most surprising is that Joong-ki's star has never been brighter internationally. Following the global success of Vincenzo and Reborn Rich, offers flooded in from the US, Europe, and even streaming giants eager to launch him as Asia's next global leading man. And yet, nothing. He just said, "I don't want to be someone I wouldn't recognize in 5 years." That stuck with me. A Hollywood producer confided. A new definition of success. Those who know Song Joong-ki describe a man transformed, not just by love, but by perspective. He used to measure success by ratings and scripts, said a stylist who's worked with him since Sung Kyung-kwan's scandal. Now, it's whether he made breakfast for his son, whether he saw a smile on Katie's face that day. In an age of oversharing, Joong-ki is choosing depth over drama, privacy over popularity, meaning over momentum. The story the world didn't see. Perhaps the most telling moment came during a recent behind-the-scenes documentary filming for a short charity video. The crew noticed Joong-ki staring out a window, lost in thought. When asked what he was thinking, he replied softly, "I used to act to escape myself. Now I want to act to understand myself." That understanding is clearly growing, and it's about to shape the next chapter of his life. The curtain rises again, on his terms. The whispers are getting louder. A major production house is reportedly in talks to back his self-written film. No release date, no casting yet, just a story, unfinished, but undeniably real. It may not be the blockbuster his fans expect, but it may be the most important performance of his life. And this time, Song Joong-ki won't just be the lead. He'll be the author.